What's up, everybody? Welcome to Clovis. This is technically week 13 of our Facebook Live videos. So we're going to take a couple minutes here just to let people get into the room, because this is a really special Facebook Live that we're doing that's dedicated to your loved ones. People that already know Clovis, that already know me. My name is Justin. This is for you guys. You've been asking me to do a video specifically for people who don't understand Clovis, who don't understand why you're doing this whole new protocol and eating a different way and telling them that their favorite foods are poison. So this is for them. So I want to take a couple minutes here just to make sure that we're getting people into the room. I'm going to refresh my page. Again, if you don't know, my name's Justin. What we do here in the beginning is try to get this video out to as many people as we can. So we're live on the Facebook page, obviously facebook.com/theclovisculture. That's where you're watching this right now. We're trying to pull people in from Instagram. We're trying to, if you have somebody that you think would benefit from this, that's going to learn about fat loss, about weight loss, then tag them in it. Your mom, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your girlfriend, whatever. Probably shouldn't tag your girlfriend in a weight loss video. You might not have a girlfriend anymore, but you know, no big deal. So I'm going to refresh this page right here and make sure the live feed's there. Make sure it's showing up on my end. I see it. I see myself. Awesome. So what you can do is just go to this video on the Facebook page, click the share button. That little share button, you'll click it and you're going to see a little drop-down menu. Click Share Now Public. That's going to share it to your page. So anyone you're connected with, anyone you're friends with, it's going to share it directly to your timeline, which is awesome. That's what we want you to do. That helps us out a lot. So this is number 13, and usually what we do is something called Ask Me Anything. And I basically take questions mostly from something called the Clovis Academy. We have the Clovis Academy, which is a private Facebook group, and you can join it for free. It is private. We have over 400 members in that private group now. So normally throughout the week, I'm taking questions from the Clovis Academy. What do you guys want to talk about? You want to talk about fitness? You want to talk about cholesterol? You want to talk about mindset, children's nutrition? We've done this for 12 weeks. So we have 12 different episodes covering every topic of health and nutrition you can think of. Now the issue with that is when people come into the Clovis Academy and they're brand new, they get a little bit overwhelmed because we have people that have been with us for months now. So inside that Clovis Academy, they're saying things like PPP. What's PPP? Perfect Paleo Powder. That's my product, right? They're saying things like PPP. They're talking about fat loss protocols. They're talking about an approved foods list, all these things, and people get overwhelmed. And they're like, hey, I went into the Clovis Academy. I can't figure out up from down, left from right. I don't know what's going on. I just feel like people are so far ahead of me in this, right? So that's kind of an issue. So what I'm doing is a video dedicated to all the newcomers, all the people who have just joined the Clovis Academy or have just emailed me or aren't quite sure yet. They're on the fence. They've seen a couple Ask Me Anythings and they're like, what's this dude all about? He's really loud and talks really fast. I'm not sure about this, right? This is for those people, okay? So this is technically Ask Me Anything number 13. So what we're going to talk about today is how to lose weight by eating more and exercising less. That sounds crazy, right? I understand. Everybody thinks it sounds crazy at first, but this is why for all the new people out there who have friends in the Clovis Academy doing this to them, trying to get them involved, this is why people become so evangelical about this, because it works, because it's science, because it's factual, because you've been lied to, okay? So we're gonna take the next hour and we're gonna talk about how to lose weight while eating more and exercising less, which runs basically counterintuitive to everything that we've ever done, everything that we've ever been told through mainstream nutrition, through doctors, personal trainers, everything, okay? That's what we're gonna talk about today. So I hope that gets you excited. It gets me crazy excited. I'm checking out here, seeing how many people we have live, making sure people are getting into the group. Yep, we got a lot of comments rolling in. We got people coming in. Awesome, awesome. So what I want everyone to do is get into the group, and this one's really, really important to me. It's super special to me. We're gonna talk about why I'm involved in this. We're gonna talk about why Clovis happened. We're gonna talk about why I out of nowhere just started doing custom plans and why I invented this powder and just where all this comes from. So this one's really special to me. So I really want your attention on this, right? If you have little kids, try to find a quiet space, make hubby take care of them or make your brother take care of them or something and put do not disturb on your phone. Take a look at this and just go over this in a really serious way because we're gonna get really, really deep into this. We're gonna go way beyond surface level. I know a lot of people in the academy, they just want me, they're used to me spitting out science, spitting out facts, doing all these things. But today, we're really gonna talk about the deep-seated issues that we have with health and nutrition, where they come from. Why is it that when a guy like me comes along and says, hey, all you really have to do is eat whole foods, people freak out, go, what? What are you talking about? Quaker oatmeal tells me that I need this to run marathons. I must do this, right? So that's really what I want to break down, is why when someone comes to you with new information, why does it seem so crazy? And I want to explain to you before we jump into this that I don't care about you here. Your body, what you look like in a bikini, what you look like naked. I don't care about this little bit of belly fat you got. I care about you here and here. That's it. And that's why I tell people from the Clovis Academy to bring their friends and loved ones into this. Because we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about why you're so scared to try something new, right? Why you're so scared to try something new. Why you're so scared to ignore the overwhelming evidence that the mainstream mindset doesn't work. It doesn't work clearly with this obesity epidemic, right? So we're going to flip things on its head. I care about you here. I care about you here. So stick with me mentally, stick with me emotionally. These are the things that we're going to talk about today and try to help you understand why everyone is so tangled up in this craziness, okay? So I think we're pretty much ready to get started now. We have some people in the room, a good number of people in the room. Again, tag your friends in this. Do what you need to do to get more people in this room, okay? So we're going to go ahead and jump into this thing. How to lose weight by eating more and exercising less. Again, my name is Justin Nault. I own Clovis. I invented a line of products called the Perfect Paleo Powder, which is where all this comes from. This is the Clovis Academy, Clovis Social, all these things, blah, 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 blah. What is it that I do? I create extreme transformations. I change people's lives for the better, and I put 150% effort into this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you know anybody in the Clovis Academy, they will tell you the hours I work. They'll tell you what I do for people. What I do is make transformations happen. What kind of transformations? We went over this last week in AMA number 12, so you can watch that one as well. We really highlighted, it may have been AMA number 11 and 12, but we really highlighted some of the biggest success stories in the Clovis Academy. Now, I get transformation stories each and every day, but a couple of the ones that we pointed out are these kinds of results. Remember, you're losing weight by eating more and exercising less. What are the results? How about Micah? Micah lost 52 pounds in 8 weeks. Think about that. 52 pounds in 8 weeks by eating more, exercising less. Okay, that's just one example. Micah's wife, Crystal, we'll talk about these people again, don't worry. You're not gonna lose any, you're not gonna miss anything. Crystal, in that same 8 weeks, doing this with her husband, at a much lower starting weight, 22 pounds in that same 8 weeks. How many of you would like to lose 22 pounds in 8 weeks? Right? I think there's probably a lot of people that would. How many people would like to lose 52 pounds in 8 weeks? If you have 52 pounds to lose, I'm sure you want to lose that right now, right? The faster, the better. So just keep listening. Why not keep listening, right? You have nothing to lose at this point, because if you have that kind of weight to lose, nothing that anybody else has told you, this roller coaster dieting stuff, none of it has worked, right? So I'm going to give you the secrets to sustainable fat loss in an effortless way, without starving yourself, without killing yourself in the gym. Now, if you stay to the end of this, I want you to watch all the way to the end, because when we get to the end, I'm going to give you guys something special, and it's one of the biggest things that I've ever given anyone, even within the Clovis Academy. This is a big deal. So I want you to be ready for that. Stick around to the end. I want to walk you through how we get to the end, how we get from beginning to end, how we got here, and everything in between, right? For the Academy, your loved ones, tag them, get them in here. Watch this. Okay, so a bit about me. My name is Justin Nault. I am a certified nutritional therapist and a certified specialist in sports nutrition. That's a question that I get a lot. What are your credentials? I don't care about credentials, but a lot of people do care about credentials. So I have them. Okay, yippee, go me, Justin Nault, the Certified Nutritional Therapist. Big deal. Let's jump into the good stuff, okay? I have helped hundreds of people, literally hundreds of people. I mean, I made over 200 custom nutrition plans in the last 60 days alone for 200 individuals, over 200 in just 60 days. I'm living this every single day. I'm transforming lives every single day. I'm getting the results sent to me, the videos, the pictures, the testimonies, the quotes online, people sharing their powder and how they use it. I put it in my coffee, I do this, I do that. That's what we're doing. We're transforming people's lives. Over 400 members strong in the Clovis Academy. And if you're a new person because somebody tagged you, that's why you're here, okay? And we're gonna talk about the myths, the biggest myths and confusions that lie in the fitness and nutrition space. It's a really big deal, and we're gonna get into the deep, deep weeds on how this stuff works, okay? How we looking? Okay, we got even more people live. This is great. Let's take a little break. I'm gonna make sure. Okay, yep, Carlin, she says, I love my personalized plan. Chelsea's tagging people. Jody's in here. What's up, Jody? Jody, how you doing, man? Jody and I had some jiu-jitsu on Monday night. I was crowned a blue belt, and Jody was there for it. Thank you, Jody. He's always super supportive. Yep, we're talking about Crystal and Micah again. Awesome. Love this AMA. Amanda Miller, she lost 26 in 35 days, and she's not allowed to go on the scale anymore. So we'll get into that, right? That's a great, great comment. New stuff, tagging people. This is fantastic. Again, okay, yeah, so we're going to talk a lot about Crystal. Crystal and Micah have a lot of friends in the academy because their testimony was crazy, and they helped me find others who need help like they do. 52 pounds in 8 weeks, 22 pounds in 8 weeks. This stuff is crazy, right? Okay, we're looking pretty good on comments here. Not too much to hit. Awesome. We got a lot of live viewers too. Thank you for doing this topic. You're very welcome, Crystal. Thank you for bringing it up. You were in the Crystal's in the academy, like I said, and this was pretty much her idea. So awesome. I told you, you didn't know what you were getting into when you said this. All right, so here we go. Let's jump in. We're going to talk about fitness and nutrition. So we're going to talk about crunches and treadmills and weightlifting and carbohydrates. And no, we're not going to talk about any of that shit. I don't care, okay? I want you to understand why there is an obesity epidemic. That's what we're going to talk about. If you have 10 pounds to lose, 30 pounds to lose, 50 pounds to lose, 100 pounds to lose, 140 pounds to lose, if you're over 400 pounds, which I deal with all the time, why did this happen? How did we get here, right? It's as simple as mainstream nutrition telling you exactly what you need to do to lose weight. Then you try it and it doesn't work, and society blames you. You don't try hard enough. You don't have the willpower. You don't have this. You don't have that. That's what they do, right? Let's talk about these beliefs and how they got drilled into your head and why they can't get out. Why you're afraid to listen to a guy like me. Why you're afraid of it. Let's talk about it. Belief number one. This is what I come up against all the time. To lose weight, you need to count calories and eat less, right? To lose weight, you need to count calories and eat less. It seems simple enough, but yet it works for almost nobody. 33% of the American population is overweight. 33%, over 1/3 of people are overweight. Most of those people are obese. It's insane. There are so many overweight people and obese people right now, and they're sitting there in their house thinking it's their fault because they've been fed bad information. So let's talk about why. Let's not talk about how do you count calories, how many calories do you need, is Justin going to tell me what to eat or not? We're not going to talk about that. What we're going to talk about is, since you think that eating less calories and starving yourself is the only way to lose weight, what do you feel? I said this to you earlier. We're going to talk here, we're going to talk here, right? What do you feel here when you eat too much? What's the first thing you feel? The first thing you think about in your head, because you know how to lose weight. You know it's as simple as calories in, calories out, eat less calories, lose weight, right? You know it's that simple. So when you eat too many calories, what's the one thing you feel? Guilt. Number one thing you feel is guilt. How many people have ever eaten something that they know they shouldn't have eaten and they immediately feel guilty afterwards? Did you ever feel guilty because of something you ate? Tell me in the comments. Say yes, say no. If you've never eaten something that you know is bad for you, that you know has a high caloric content, and you felt guilty about it. Everybody does, but that comes with more feelings than just guilt. It comes with guilt. It comes with shame. And then you shame yourself. You feel guilty, then comes shame. You shame yourself for being too weak and giving in and eating those calories. Your poor body is just trying to survive and telling you to eat. And you get mad at yourself when you do eat because you believe in this calories nonsense. Eat less calories, lose weight. Eat less calories, lose weight. No, flip it on its head. Eat more calories, lose weight. That's the world that I live in. That's how I had my personal transformation. That's how people in the Clovis Academy had their personal transformation. And why is this so important? We're going to talk about emotions. We're not going to talk about calories, we're going to talk about emotions. Why? Because what did we just talk about? We talked about a couple things. You eat too many calories, so you feel guilt, right? After guilt, you feel shame. You feel both of these things when you eat too many calories because the mainstream has told you that that is bad. But what's the underlying emotion of all these things? It's not guilt or shame. The underlying emotion for why you keep counting calories and you keep starving yourself is this. Boom. Fear. This is why you're obsessed with calories. This is why you've been obsessed with calories your entire life. Why everybody tells you to be obsessed with calories. Why? Because your fear is, if I eat more, I'm going to get fat. If I eat more calories, I'm going to get fat. What happens if you get fat? Well, I'm afraid that if I get fat, I won't get to go on dates. I'm afraid that if I get fat, my husband's going to leave me. My girlfriend's going to cheat on me. If I get fat, I can't play with my kids. If I get fat, my kids will laugh at me or they won't respect me. If I get fat, I can't play with my grandkids. If I get fat, I will wind up alone. Is this making sense? I hope it's making sense. I hope you weren't expecting another video about glucose and insulin resistance and ketones and keto. We're not talking about any of that shit tonight. We're talking about here and here, right? If you're obese and you're looking at me on this camera, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The fear of being alone, right? Because society has tied your self-worth to your size, to your weight. That's why you're obsessed with scales, you're obsessed with calories, you're obsessed with what goes in your body, you're obsessed with everything that the mainstream tells you to do to fix this problem that you can't seem to fix. I'm scared that I'm going to be alone. So when you're scared you're going to be alone because of this calories problem, what happens? You do feel alone. You feel alone, you're doing the roller coaster, nothing works. Everybody else seems to have a fantastic transformation story except for you, and you're looking at all the bullshit Instagram models, and you're wondering, why not me? Why not me? Why am I so alone? Why am I alone? In your brain, more calories equals fat equals alone. Fat equals alone. That's what we're talking about. I'm sorry if this is too deep for you. This is the shit that we need to talk about. Okay? Because you're not alone. Do you know how I know you're not alone? Because I made over 200 custom nutrition plans in the last 60 days alone. And you think that your problems are unique. But I'm going to tell you something right now. In those 200 messages, 200 plus messages, all your problems are exactly the same. I have PCOS. I have type 1 diabetes. I have type 2 diabetes. I'm on cholesterol medication. I'm pre-diabetic. I have 5 kids. I work 80 hours a week. I work night shift. I was abused as a kid. Blah, 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 blah. One thing after another, one thing after another. I'm not saying these aren't real problems. These are your problems, and you've had unique individual experiences. I'm not taking those away from you. I'm telling you that you're not alone. Every story that you have ever told me via email, I've heard before you. And I'm going to tell you that you deserve love. I'm going to tell you that you deserve to eat as much as you want and feel good. You don't deserve to starve every day, and you don't deserve to slave away for hours in the gym. That's why we're having this conversation. This is a big deal. This shit matters to me. This is why I do this work. And you might be looking at the video right now going, holy shit, this guy's intense. My friend tagged me in this video, and now I'm watching this guy, and I feel like he's going to reach through the phone and grab my shoulders and shake me, which is exactly what I want to do, shake you awake. You don't have to torture yourself anymore, okay? I'm telling you, we can get you on the right track. We can teach you to eat more and exercise less and get the results that you want so you're no longer damaging your body. So in these custom plans that I've made for over 200 people, I have never once asked anybody to count calories. Go on the Clovis Academy right now and ask people, do we talk about calories? Yes. Do I say you need to track your caloric intake, you need to eat less, you need to track all your calories of all your meals? No, I'm never going to make you count calories ever. Never, because the mainstream's been telling you to do that for 40 years and we have an obesity epidemic. So we're not going to do that. I repeat, you do not need to count calories or starve yourself to lose weight. And just so you don't think that this is lost on me, when you write me an email, you're saying, let me email that guy with abs and tell him my story. It's not like that. All right? I know where you're at. I know where I'm at now. I know how I got here. I know how you're feeling in this very moment. Why is Clovis here? I'll take you back. So I'm 11 years old. I'm 11-year-old Justin. Didn't look anything like I look right now. This was not always a thing. So I was 11, and I remember this memory distinctly. I don't remember what was on the TV. I don't remember what day of the week it was, none of that, but I remember how I felt. So I'm alone, like we talked about, alone. And I'm in front of the TV as an 11-year-old kid. I'm a little kid, I'm a little boy. Sitting in front of the TV, not paying attention because I didn't care about what was on the screen. I cared about this. This is what I cared about. Why was I home from school on a school day? Because I lied to my mom, told her I was too sick to go to school. Probably put up a hell of a fight and convinced her to let me stay home. So now I'm home by myself. 11. Again, remember, 11. But what was really happening was a field trip. A field trip that my entire class was on to a summer camp. Now I knew that summer camp was going to include lunch and snacks and games and archery and tree climbing, blah, 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 and swimming. There it is. So I lie to my mom, break her trust, so I can stay home, alone, watching TV, because that's a better option than me taking off my shirt in front of my classmates. Why? Because I was a fat kid. Fat kid, right? Some of you probably have kids who are fat kids, who are dealing with what I dealt with. Some of you probably were fat kids, right? You're probably sitting in your living room nodding right now, going, I know exactly what Justin's talking about. That was me at 11. So what do I feel after lying to my mom and sitting home alone by myself? Shame, guilt, fear. Shame, guilt, fear. Shame, guilt, fear. Over and over in my head. At 11! How am I 11 years old and I'm that fucked up? How? Because a few years before, when I was a real carefree little boy, walking home from school, I started running. I'm running down the street, right? I'll never forget this. This is one of the most devastating things that ever happened to me in my life. I'm running down the street like a normal kid should, without a care in the world, big smile on my face. This is awesome. Running down the street. What happens? A car pulls up. I'm gonna walk you through this, because I will never forget this. The car pulls up, slows down. Windows roll down, I can hear the music playing. 2 full-grown men. They point at me, and they say, run, fat boy, run. That's it. Your whole life is different now. Your whole life has changed. You end up an 11-year-old kid who stays home from school on field trip day because he doesn't want to have his shirt off in front of his friends. Because if he has his shirt off in front of his friends and he's the fat kid, he's going to get made fun of, he's going to be alone. He's going to feel real lonely. Getting made fun of feels real lonely. So, anyway, yeah. I'm going to move on from that story. Do you want to show them that? Should we show them?
You want to?
Yeah, let's pull it around. I'll show you little baby Justin. I don't actually even know how old I am in this picture, but I'll show you what I was talking about. And yeah, go ahead. You show them that, Josh. So there's little baby Justin with his lovely hair. Look at that. That's a dope haircut, let's be honest. But yeah, so that's what I dealt with as a kid. And what that does is it affects your psyche. You never forget how you feel. You never forget how people make you feel, right? You'll forget where you were, what you were doing, but you'll never forget how people make you feel. And you carry this in your psyche for the rest of your life. So 11-year-old Justin basically sculpted, built the foundation of what became Justin you see now. 31-year-old Justin with the Clovis Academy and the Clovis Company, and he invented a line of paleo protein products because he has a lifelong obsession with health and fitness. Whether that lifelong obsession came from a healthy place is a different story, but that's how we got here. And that's why I want to share this with you, because I'm sure a lot of you have felt this before. You felt the same things that I felt. So, let's fast forward to today, all right? Yes, those stories are hard to talk about if you are asking yourself that question. It's very hard to talk about. Okay, fast forward to today. What if I told you that out of those 200 people who I helped transform their lives, that for 90+% of them, I made them eat more. I made them eat more than they were previously eating as obese people. I made them eat more. For some of them, what if I told you that I doubled their calories and they lost 10, 11, 15 pounds in 7 days as a result? Going against everything the mainstream ever told you. What if I told you that? Does that sound good? You get to eat more. You get to be a normal person, not be hungry. Get to let your body flourish on the things that it needs. Give it the nutrients that it needs for once in your life. Please, please, please. You don't have to count calories. You don't have to starve yourself anymore, okay? I will teach you to eat more and lose weight. So another thing we talked about was mica and crystal. So I'm going to bring a couple of these up for you just to give you a really, really good idea of what happens in the Clovis Academy and what happens with Clovis with these transformations, okay? So first, we're going to show you mica, and we're going to show you, here, I'll pull this up. You can grab the phone, just so you don't hit any buttons. There you go. Okay, so number one on the left, that's mica. Now, I remember mica and crystal because they're husband and wife. So mica, we increased his caloric intake significantly. And what happened? He lost 52 pounds in 8 weeks by eating a full caloric load and never depriving himself. That's 6.5 pounds per week. How many mainstream fitness nutrition experts have told you that losing more than 1 to 2 pounds a week is unsafe or unhealthy? They're all completely wrong. So Micah loses 52 pounds in 8 weeks. And his wife, Crystal, same thing. We significantly increased her caloric intake, and she lost 22 pounds in 8 weeks by eating more than she was used to. All I had to do was increase her calories, and she lost weight. Look at that. She wore those shorts in December. Those used to be her favorite shorts. You're looking at a whole new human being, right? That's a whole new human being. She literally lost a human being in 8 weeks. It's insane. Think about it. These are the transformations that we're talking about in 8 weeks. So stop with the bullshit. This counting calories, it's got to stop. I'm so tired of people starving themselves. I can't even handle this anymore. That's why we're doing this video for all your friends and family who are wondering why you joined this Clovis thing, this crazy Clovis thing that has you not eating bread. Right? It's insane. All right, so let's take a look while we're looking at that. I want to see some of these comments. We'll take a little break so I can calm down a little bit. Yeah, this is great. We have a lot of live viewers. Some people from the Academy. I love them. This is awesome. Look at all the likes. Likes and hearts. You guys are making me feel good. Thank you. This is great. Hey, Emily. Emily joined. Awesome. Here, I'll pull this up for you. Make it easy. We'll bring you back in. Hey, everybody. Yeah, these comments are cool. I'm not trying to make you cry, I promise. Brittany's in here. Hi, Brittany. That's crazy. Yeah, Sarah Heckman, we've talked about this. Calories mean nothing. Track your macros, the calories will work themselves out. We've talked about this. Mama Bear, Jackie, thank you. I appreciate it. This is great. I love these comments. Okay, this is going awesome. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for sharing this with your people. We're going to keep going, okay? This is great. All right, what else? So we talked about number one, which is that people think they have to count calories to lose weight. They have to eat less, starve themselves, blah, 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 blah. Number two, the nutrition space is one of the worst spaces I've ever seen in terms of giving people false information. What closely rivals the nutrition space in false information is the fitness space. The fitness industry is crazy. It is nonsensical. It doesn't make any sense at all. It literally goes against our genetic wiring. What is that belief? The belief is to lose weight, you need to exercise regularly. By regularly, I mean the more you exercise, the more weight you lose, right? The more willpower you have, the more self-discipline you have to put yourself through torture every single day, you're going to lose more weight. What do we end up with? CrossFit, Equinox, boot camps, cycling, whatever you can think of. All these group classes and everything that have this cult mentality that make you feel bad if you're not there every day. Beachbody, 80-day obsession. We're going to work out 6 days a week. Insanity, we're going to work out 6 days a week and destroy your body. And our nutrition plans are complete shit, but that doesn't matter. We just want people in front of the TV screen so they see Beachbody, right? To lose weight, you need to exercise more. No. No, 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 no. I'm telling you, no. It's actually counterproductive. Okay? But again, I'm not talking about how you should work out, how you shouldn't work out. I'm talking about beliefs. The belief is more exercise equals more weight loss. If you're struggling with your weight, let's go back to this, okay? If you're struggling with your weight, and I tell you, you get to go to the gym and work out now. Let's say you're 30 pounds overweight, 30 pounds or more overweight. I say, you get to go to the gym, you're going to go to a CrossFit class, Equinox, Barry's boot camp, cycling, whatever. You're gonna walk in that gym. It's time for you to work out now. What's the first thing you feel? Probably feel something like panic, right? Absolute panic. But what's really the panic? Embarrassment, right? Every single one of us has walked into a gym, felt like we don't know what we're doing, looking at other bodies with bigger biceps and more abs and running faster and lifting heavier weights. We're embarrassed. We're insecure. I get messages all the time from mommies. What are you talking about, Justin? Right? Of course I have to go to the gym. But then you say, okay, well, what do you feel when you go to the gym? I feel like shit when I go to the gym. I ask them, why do you feel like shit when you go to the gym? Because I don't know what I'm doing there. I don't even know how to use this equipment. So what do? I take a magazine and I quietly walk to the first elliptical machine or treadmill and I put that magazine there and I do this. I walk on the treadmill or I move on the elliptical and look around. Who's looking at me? Who's looking at me? Who's judging me right now? I've heard stories of people that are at least 30 pounds overweight that get on the treadmill and people laugh at them and they go home. It's fine. Forget about those people. You don't need to be there. You don't need to be there. Why would you put yourself through this torture? It's the same thing as starving yourself to lose weight. Now you're going to put yourself through a whole different kind of torture, a whole different kind of willpower that you're not designed to have because no human being is designed to have it. We are designed to eat more, move less. Eat more, move less. Eat more, move less. Lose weight by eating more and exercising less. That's what we're designed to do. It's literally the way we are genetically programmed. So every time someone tells you to eat less and exercise more, they're telling you to go against your genetic wiring. It's impossible to do long term unless you're some crazy fitness person who's getting millions of dollars to do this DVD to teach people to work out. Guess what? I know those people. I've met them. They don't work out 6 days a week. They tell you that they do. That's what we're dealing with. For most people, the idea of going to the gym leaves them embarrassed. I have to walk into this tribe that I'm not a part of, where everyone's going to judge me. I'm going to be the biggest one there. And what am I going to feel? Alone. Guilt, shame, this. It's scary as shit to walk into a new gym. I'm a pretty strong dude. If I walk into a new gym, I still feel intimidated. Because there's going to be somebody there who deadlifts more than I do. Or can do a Metcon faster than I can. Or can do more muscle ups than I can. It happens to everybody. It's human nature. But you think you're alone in it. You're not alone in it. Everybody deals with these things, but what happens is the same way that your self-worth, your worth as a human is tied to your weight, your worth as a human here in the gym setting is now tied to how other people see you. That's it. Your self-worth is tied to how other people see you. And think about it this way, right? Everybody takes this I call it a fitness first approach. It's always fitness first, fitness first, fitness first. How much can you work out, right? That's where New Year's resolutions come from. How many people have made a New Year's resolution? Yes? I'm sure you have. I'm sure at some point, even if you did it silently and didn't tell your friends about it, everybody has made some sort of get in shape New Year's resolution. At one year or another, it's happened, right? But everybody starts fitness first. They say, I'm going to go to the gym 6 days a week. They make some insane commitment they can't possibly stick with. I haven't worked out in 2 years, and somehow on January 1st, I got a Planet Fitness membership. I'm going to go to the gym 6 days a week. By the time Wednesday rolls around, you can't walk. You're sitting in an ice bath wondering why you did this to your body, saying you're never going to go back to the gym. And by the way, you never cancel your membership. So you're paying for that membership month over month over month over month over month, and you don't care because at least you have a gym membership. You can say you have one, and one day I'm going to go, right? But you never go back. If it hurts that bad, your body shouldn't be doing it. It is not designed to do this. Understand this. It's funny, like I'm laughing to you because think about it. The mainstream tells you this stuff over and over and over, and everyone's miserable doing it. Everyone's miserable, but they still continue to do it. They don't question this. They don't question it at all. And then when you fail, you're disappointed in yourself. So what are we back to? Guilt, shame, fear, guilt, shame, fear, guilt, shame, fear. Over and over and over and over. Exercise, here's the fact. Exercise has nothing to do with weight loss. Literally nothing to do with weight loss on a biochemical level. This is just science. It's plain and simple. There is no science supporting the myth that the more you exercise, the more weight you're going to lose. The science doesn't exist. How do I know? Because I went looking for it. I spent 6 years looking for it and I can't find it. I spent 6 years looking for it. So here's what happens with the Academy, right? The Academy tells me, people are saying that you're crazy, Clovis is crazy, Paleo's crazy, and I need to give them evidence. I need fuel to talk to them. No, you don't. Why do you need that? These are people who will go to a Taco Bell without thinking twice, and then you tell them they should eat asparagus, and all of a sudden they're a nutrition expert and researcher. Well, where's the evidence that says asparagus is good for me? I'd like to see some clinical study. Would you? Because I could give you all the scientific data in the world. I give the scientific data in these Facebook Lives, and it goes like this, over people's heads, and they take everything that I'm saying the wrong way, or they invent their own thing, or twist my words in some crazy way. The evidence doesn't matter. How do you feel? How do you feel? You can sit here all day and go, this guy's wrong. You need to exercise 6 days a week to lose weight. Okay, prove me wrong. You're watching a video called How to Lose Weight by Eating More and Exercising Less. The odds are whatever you have tried is not working for you because you're still here watching this with me. And why am I so in your face about this? Because I'm just as frustrated as you are. My story doesn't end with the 11-year-old kid. The 11-year-old kid in the mirror who wakes up every day and hates his body, what was he doing? He was literally ticking days like he's waiting for Christmas. I'm ticking days, letting it count by, hoping that I turn 15. I want to be 15 years old. And I want to be 15 years old. Why? Why is 15 significant? I'm 11 and I'm miserable, right? I want to be 15 because Dad has an entire Olympic weightlifting set in the basement. Is everything I need to lift weights and get ripped like the guys in the Muscle and Fitness magazine that I make my mom buy me at the store, right? And he's got a treadmill. Now I'm counting days because Dad tells my brother and I that lifting weights before 15 will stunt your growth. A lot of people believed this back then. Could be true. I don't know. I haven't looked into the research, honestly. But I knew that my parents were not going to allow me to lift weights until I was 15 years old. So I count down the days, hating my body every second of the way. I don't want to stunt my growth. I'm waiting. 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. Boom, 15th birthday. What happens? I start lifting weights for an hour a day, and I start running on the treadmill for 45 minutes every single day. We're talking 7 days a week, because I'm a fat kid, and I don't want to be a fat kid. And thus begins my unhealthy obsession, incredibly unhealthy obsession with fitness and nutrition. I'm a 31-year-old dude who still has body dysmorphia. I own a nutrition company. How many of you have seen the video of me ironing with no shirt on? For every one of you that has seen that video, I'm fucking mortified. I hate it. For real. And some of you might watch that video and go, screw this guy, he has abs. Yeah, tough. My experience is my experience, okay? When I got told, run, fat boy, run, when I was 8, 9 years old, whatever, that doesn't go away. Maybe, I'm hoping someday I'll be comfortable with my shirt on. I hope so. I don't know if it'll happen with my shirt off. I don't know if it'll happen. I certainly hope it does. Here and here. This is all I care about. I don't care what you look like naked, right? And what I did was worked out nonstop and kept looking at Muscle and Fitness magazine, not knowing that all these dudes are roided out of their minds. I'm never going to look like them no matter what I do. But I'm still smushy. I'm smushy. I still have, smush on my chest, smush on my abs. I still have love handles, and I'm working out more. I can't figure it out. Who do I blame? Myself. I blame myself. That's how we got here, right? So, let's go back to today and these transformations. One of the things that I do in the 30-day protocol, I'm just going to give you this flat out, let you know how it goes. If you come to me, particularly if you're overweight, particularly if you're in the high-risk zone, which would be you have at least 30 pounds to lose, which is considered obese, I'm going to ask you to stop working out. I'm going to make you stop working out for 30 days. I'll let you go for a walk. I'm going to go for a walk a few times a week. That's perfect. But I'm going to ask you to stop all intense exercise because it is counterproductive. That's right. It does not help with fat loss. In fact, it is counterproductive to the goal of fat loss that you have. There's a boatload of science behind that. You don't care. I don't care. You want to talk about insulin right now? Want to talk about glycolytic exercise? Want to talk about aerobic threshold training? Want to talk about metabolic flexibility, metabolic inflexibility? You want to talk about when your pancreas starts secreting insulin? You want to talk about that shit? No. It doesn't really matter to you. right? What matters is here and here. You're tired of being told to exercise more and eat less. That's all there is to it. Exercise has exactly nothing to do with fat loss. Remember that. Exercise has exactly nothing to do with fat loss, and I'm going to prove it to you right now because I have countless testimonies and countless transformations from the 200 plus people. There's 200 plus people, it's just the last 60 days. I've been doing nutrition consulting for years. Over and over and over again. It's not rocket science. It's science, plain and simple. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you somebody that in the academy is referred to as the wizard. This is Josh. Now, Josh believes so wholeheartedly in this that he now works for Clovis. This is Josh on day 1 and day 60. That's a 60-day transformation. Now, the reason why I show you this particular transformation is because he did that, lost 40 pounds in 60 days with 0 workouts. Not a little bit of workout, not a couple times a week, not just resistance training, not just aerobic training. He did it with 0 workouts. 60 days, lost 40 pounds. You understand that's 8 pounds a week in fat loss. 8 pounds a week in fat loss. 40 pounds in 60 days with 0 fitness. And we stop with the exercise more, lose more weight. Right? This is what we're talking about. How to eat more, exercise less. That's how you get results like that. All right, let's do a comment check-in. How we looking? Is he a unicorn? No, he was operating on good advice. Curious about inches because I don't touch scales. That's fantastic. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk exactly how to track. Scale is the worst way to track. The wizard is very popular. You guys are awesome. Is he a unicorn? Hashtag wizard junk. That's an inside joke. So crazy, right? It's nuts. The wizard is a badass. I know, Jenny, you love science talk. We'll get into science talk another time. This is too important right now. This is very important. Okay, let's go back. We're talking about one more thing. We'll touch on this one somewhat briefly, but it is very important. So what I'm trying to express to you is the pushbacks you're going to get from people, right? You have to eat less. Starve yourself to lose weight. Everybody knows that. You have to count calories and eat less. Nah, no. We took care of that one. You have to exercise more to lose weight. No, we took care of that one too. Nonsense. No science. I'll do an hour-long AMA just on the science of fitness if you'd like me to. Just on the science, for all the nerds out there. Talk about this stuff for hours if you want to, but you don't care right now. That's not why you're watching this video. Debunked calories, debunked fitness. Let's talk about number 3. I can't afford to eat healthy. This one is particularly upsetting to me. I can't afford to eat healthy. I get it all the time. Organic is too expensive. You say grass-fed meat is too expensive. Pastured eggs are $2 more. They're too expensive. Produce is too expensive. This, that, the other thing. It's too expensive, right? I can't afford it. Now, what's happened in the academy that's pretty cool is we have a whole lot of moms, which gives me a whole new perspective on the world, really. I have a mom, but I'm not a mom. Never going to be a mom. So I have to listen to the moms and hear them and hear their complaints. And I hear the same thing over and over and over. And these moms, again, they think their story is unique. Their story is individual. They have a unique story. The problems that they're dealing with are not particularly unique. You know? There's always going to be unique stories. You guys know the story of my niece who has a rare genetic disorder. She's one of 150 in the entire world. That's some rare shit. Okay? It happens. Sometimes crazy things happen that you can't explain. And you can never change. Those things happen. But most of the time, I have 4 kids. And my job pays me X. And groceries cost Y. And my husband makes X. And groceries cost Y. And I can't afford this. I can't afford to feed my family like this. So let's go back here and here. What are you telling me? Because I read between the lines. This is why the success rate is so high in Clovis. Because everything that I say to you to get compliance, I hate using that word, but to get compliance, is we're talking about what's here and here. I don't care about your bikini. I care about here and here. So if you're a mom and you're saying, I can't eat healthy, I can't afford to eat healthy, I can't afford to feed my kids healthy food. Okay? What do you feel? I know what you feel because you tell me. Some of you, I'm going to say these things to you, and it's going to be real upsetting because you're the ones that have been emailing me. You feel hopeless. You feel helpless. You feel trapped. You have kids, you didn't expect to have kids. Now you have kids and they're your whole life. You feel trapped. You want to eat healthy for yourself, but what comes first? Always the kids are going to come first, right? Well, if I was still single and didn't have kids, I could afford to get organic groceries like Justin does. I could get grass-fed beef, right? So you start feeling trapped. You feel this real trapped feeling. But what it always comes back to, what all of this comes back to, and why I'm touching on these three things, the calories, the exercise, and can't afford to eat healthy. I'm touching on these things because everybody pushes it inward. They say it's my fault. It's my fault I can't afford to feed my kids healthy. It's my fault that I can't eat healthy. Or my family's not on board. I can't get my family on board. I can't get them to ditch junk food. I must be a terrible mother. I have a little kid who's a dictator who runs my household. I'm a terrible mother. I'm a terrible mother. Everybody pushes it inward. That's what it goes back to every time. This is why I do this work. I'm so sick of this. I'm sick of this. I need people to understand that they need to sort this out. They need to sort this out before they can sort out the rest of it. And it's not your fault. It is not your fault. You've simply been operating on bad information, but it feels like your fault. If you have a kid who's a fat kid, like 11-year-old Justin was, and he comes home and he's real upset because somebody called him doughboy, like what happened to me, the older kid would slap my belly, call me doughboy, that used to happen, right? If a kid comes home crying, you're going to blame yourself. I get it, you're going to blame yourself. And I was the same way. So the idea is this all goes together, right? It's not you've been programmed by masterful marketing companies. Like I said at the beginning of this thing, Quaker Oats has you convinced that healthy whole grains, if you're going to run a 5K, you better have some oatmeal. What does every runner do? They do a bowl of oatmeal with fruit, right? All this crazy stuff is marketing. Marketing. You've been hit by marketing companies. You have not been hit by nutrition experts. You have not been hit by people who care about here and here. You have people who care about here. They want your fat wallet to go in their thin pockets to make their pockets fat. That's all that they give a shit about. You have to understand that. You've been hit by marketing companies. So, I can teach you how to fix that. Because the fact of the matter is, my grocery bill is probably less than yours. Even if you were a single 31-year-old bachelor like me, eating junk food, my grocery bill would still be cheaper than yours. I'm certain it would be. Because I figured it out. So the fact is, I can teach you to slash your grocery budget significantly. 100%. Even in the academy, this isn't something we go deep in, but we can. If you want to talk about it, but it takes a little bit of effort. If you want to figure out how to make this lifestyle far more affordable than your previous lifestyle, with your grocery budget, we can do that. Now, I did the same thing that everybody else did. Eat less calories, exercise more. So when I was a kid, once I learned how to lift weights and everything, then I had my license. I get my license, I'm driving home from school, and I would stop at Subway. Now in my head, I know that as long as I burn enough calories that night, I can eat whatever I want. So I'm justifying shitty food choices. I'm justifying junk food. So I don't know if anyone's ever done this, but I would walk into Subway sandwich shop, and I would give them $1. Here's your $1. I would like a foot-long Italian herbs and cheese. Notice I did not say a sandwich. I mean the loaf of bread. I'm going to give you $1. You're going to give me a 12-inch loaf of bread, and I'm going to drive home and eat that entire loaf of bread because it's delicious. And then I'm going to say, it's cool. I'm going to lift weights for an hour, and I'm going to run on the treadmill. Doesn't matter. There are people out there that say to me all the time that where the food comes from doesn't matter. What? I can't even wrap my head around that thinking, but I had that thinking when I was younger. It was the same way in college. I boxed in college. So there was a boxing gym that I would go to every day, 6 days a week for 2 hours. I'd go 2 hours a day and box and damn near kill myself every single day, 6 days a week. Then I get home, microwavable pizza and ramen noodles. Microwavable pizza and ramen noodles. But I worked out for 2 hours. I'm going to burn it off anyway. Doesn't matter. I'm going to burn it off, right? We have to get you out of that mindset. Because the result of my hard work was feeling like shit, being smushy, never having abs, smushy here, smushy here, smushy here, smushy everywhere, while working out 2 hours a day. And eating bread and microwavable pizza and ramen noodles and blah, 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 blah. The fact of the matter is, you do need to eat the right foods. okay? But what if I told you I could slash your grocery bill? I'm telling you right now, you can eat healthy on a budget, guaranteed. I can figure out any budget that you hand me, and no matter where you live, even if it's a food desert, I can help you work this out. Not only that, but I can cut the amount of time you spend in the grocery store in half. I walk into a grocery store now, it takes me 5 minutes. I'm in and out in 5 minutes. The issue is you're walking up and down the aisles, and little Timmy likes these Wheat Thins, and little Johnny likes these Apple Jacks, and hubby likes this Dr. Pepper, but mom likes this Diet Pepsi, and this one likes carrots, and this one likes celery, and this one likes Fig Newtons, and this one likes Oreos, right? You have a shopping cart full of shit, and you're spending $400 or $500 on what? And half of it goes bad. Look around your house 3 months later. You're going to find expired stuff that you didn't eat. Processed junk food in a package that you don't need. Think about it. Flip this stuff on its head. Just start thinking logically. Because maybe no one said it to you like this before. When you get off this Facebook Live, walk around your house. See how many things you have that are expired. How many things are in a can. How many things are in a box. How many things are in plastic. How many things are all over your house that you're never going to touch that you spent $5, $6, $7, $8 on. You'll find hundreds of dollars in wasted groceries. For 90% of you, this is true. Yes, there'll be some outliers who have a house like mine. This is a direct quote. A direct quote from a client. It's amazing how simple my fridge has become. There is so much less stuff than there used to be, but there are so many more options for meals. It's huge. And at first they think I'm crazy. It's so freeing to not be driving home from work going, I want to try that new recipe that my favorite food blogger posted, but there's 15 ingredients. I don't know if I have all the ingredients. I better stop at the grocery store. Oh God, well, fuck it. I don't want to go to the grocery store. Maybe it'll be a Subway night. Maybe it'll be a pizza night. Ah, shit. All right? Let's get that out of your life. Do simple shit. Please. I'm telling you, just think about it like this. I care about here and here. How do you feel? That's a stressful scenario I just walked you through in the car. And all you moms and dads are doing it every freaking night, right? Let's stop the nonsense. Stop the nonsense. Do simple shit, okay? So to recap all this, I'm offering you freedom. That's what Clovis is. That's what Justin Nault does. I'm offering you freedom. It says, I am free all over our social media. That's what this is all about. Do you want to be free? Do you want freedom from junk food? Freedom from fast food companies? Freedom from marketing companies who don't care about you or your kids? Freedom from your kids getting made fun of at school? Do you want freedom from all this stuff? I did. I was begging for it. Took me till I was freaking 25 years old to learn any of this stuff. And I damn near killed myself for over a decade before I got here. I'm 16 years into my health and fitness journey. It wasn't always this. I had to figure this out. And now I have a moral obligation to give it to you because it's that important. You guys needed to hear this, whether you wanted to or not. Some of you Academy people, you might be disappointed that I'm not getting into science tonight. Sorry, this one's not for you. This is for the people who are unsure, the people who are lost, the people who are dealing with this. Guilt, shame, fear. Guilt, shame, fear. They feel alone. Don't be alone anymore. We have over 400 members waiting for you in the Clovis Academy. Over 400 members, all the testimonial pictures, facebook.com/group/Clovis Academy. Over 400 members. That's where you find community. That's where you find that your problems are not that unique and people have dealt with them. They have solutions that you haven't thought of. And that's what it's for. That's what the community's for. Let's take a little break. Check some comments. It's already 9. Whoa. What is the Academy? The Academy is a private Facebook group. We'll put a link for it. Don't worry. Application process, yeah, don't worry about that. We'll take care of that. You will have to get approved to the Clovis group. I think she's laughing because I'm talking to her. Yes, Heather, I'm speaking to you. Man, it's hot in this light. Day 16, I still need to hear this. Yes, you do, Sadie. I've seen some of your posts. Yeah, this is so great. 400 plus, Josh. That's true, Amanda. Thank you. Yeah, it is. It's a moral obligation. That's exactly what it is. I wouldn't feel... These 3 things, that's what I would feel if I didn't share this with you. That's what it would be. Hashtag, I am free. Protein, veggie, fat. Done. I like it. Do simple shit. DoSimpleShit.com. Josh owns it. The wizard. Yes, Crystal loves the way her fridge looks. Look, this is crazy. This is awesome. We'll never see Justin again after that statement. Okay. You guys are awesome. Thank you. We still got a whole, wow, we have even more people than last time we checked. Good, you guys are sticking with me. You're staying till the end. Hooray, we're almost there. Okay, let's see what else we got. So, quick rundown of how this works. If you want to do this, all you have to do is look up the Clovis Academy, email me directly. My email, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm aware of what's going to happen. Justin@clovisculture.com. CLOVISCULTURE.com. Justin@clovisculture.com. Hit me. That's it. That's all you gotta do. You end up with an improved foods list. You'll end up with custom macronutrients. You'll end up with all the tools and tricks you need to do all the things that we just talked about. You can learn how to track properly. You'll learn about non-scale victories. I'm gonna get you off that goddamn scale and teach you how to track shit that matters. Then you're in the Clovis Academy, 400 plus people. Right there at your fingertips to help you. Just go in there and poke around. Once I approve you, go in there and poke around. You'll see the way people answer each other. It's a no bullshit space though. Don't get in there and be mad at me because you can't eat graham crackers. So that's it. You get to deal with real people. So I'm asking you right now, if you do this and all that happens is you lose 10 pounds, is it worth it? Was it worth 1 hour of your time watching this crazy guy who gets super aggressive? I know I get super aggressive. I care about this stuff a lot. It really, really gets to me. Plus I have personal experience with it. If all this did was help you lose 10 pounds, would it be worth it? If all that happened was your sugar cravings went away, would it be worth it? If all that happened was your grocery bill got cut by 10%, would it be worth it? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. Start thinking about your health from here and here. Don't look at the Instagram model with 12-pack abs and Photoshop. Don't look at the people with thigh gaps. Don't look at the muscle and fitness dudes. Don't look at, hey, I love The Rock. He's funny. He's a great actor. He's on all the steroids. Literally all the steroids. He eats steroids like your kids eat gummy bears. Stop comparing. Let's talk about some real life shit. The real shit. Clovis shit. I'm here for you. I'm literally waiting. Justin@clovisculture.com. That's all you have to do. So that's about it. I think that's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. It needed to be done. I told Crystal in the academy, I said, I don't think you understand what you just set in motion asking this question. So let's do this, all right? I went a little longer than I thought, but let's open it up to some Q&A. So there's a bunch of you live right now, so let's see. Be careful what you wish for, right? If you have questions, hit them right now. Amanda, I'm never hungry. The Rock is hot though. Yes, he will die younger than all of us, just so you know. Yes, Crystal is the easiest protocol to follow ever. You will not be hungry and the pounds will melt off. Yes, that's Crystal with the shorts. That's Crystal talking to you right now. Comment on her shit. Say, hey Crystal, awesome. You can fit 4 of you in your shorts. Congratulations. Talk about our gut health. Okay, gut health is a really, really big deal. If you want to talk about gut health, go into Ask Me Anything number 9. It's feeding your children and their gut bugs. Because everything that I talk about with the gut microbiome for your kids applies to adults. Remember, adults are really big little kids. Little kids are just really tiny adults. We're humans, human beings. There's no childhood nutrition. There's no adult nutrition. There's no in-between, preteen nutrition, right? Gut microbiome, this applies to everybody. We'll talk about probiotics, we'll talk about prebiotics, we'll talk about how to restore the health of your gut flora. Some people are on a specific gut health diet that I put them on because they need a little more help than everybody else does for their digestive issues. IBS, Crohn's disease, ulcers, I've seen it all. I cured ulcers in a professional MMA fighter. I do this stuff all day, every day. There's nothing you have that I haven't seen, okay?
Emily asks, what AMA can we share with someone who has no clue what Clovis is, but we want to get them on board?
This one. Yeah, right now, AMA number 13. Now remember, every time I do an AMA, there's a blog post with show notes and resources, and a lot of people don't realize this, but the resources at the bottom, I should probably underline them, but they're all clickable links. If I tell you about a book or a supplement or an article you should read or something, I link out to everything. The YouTube video, links everywhere. Clovis.store/AMA. Clovis.store/AMA. Okay? Go to that website, you'll see all the AMAs, they have fun little titles on them, and underneath the video, it shows you minute markers. So at minute 4:53, what are lectins? At minute 8:52, crash course on dairy. At minute 9:53, does alcohol make you fat, right? One of my favorite episodes, by the way. So Ask Me Anything, go there. Yeah, Crystal's awesome. My dad asked about cholesterol. Okay, things that I talk about all the time. PCOS, rheumatoid arthritis, type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, cholesterol. Cholesterol meds. Is this safe for people on cholesterol meds? Yes. I feel the same way about people with high cholesterol that I feel about cancer survivors. You have a moral obligation for yourself to not get worse, or not go back, or not relapse, right? If you don't learn about this way of eating that I'm telling you about, that's a real bad move on your part. I'm not going to call you crazy. I would never do such a thing. But trust me, if you have high cholesterol, even more reason. Reach out right now. Okay? Cholesterol is a big, big, big deal. What else we got? Minute marker. Jackie's my minute marker. Need tips on fitting all calories into lunch and dinner, maybe one snack. Okay, now remember, one thing that we talk about in the academy, there's self-responsibility here, right? If I give you macronutrients and I give you everything that you need, a foods list, everything you need, figure it out. Pick your favorite foods, pick a lunch, pick a dinner, combo them, little jigsaw puzzle, take 30 minutes, figure it out. I promise you figure it out. A lot of people do that. A lot of people combine it with intermittent fasting. I do it sometimes where I'll fast 18 hours and do one meal a day and literally fit all my calories into one meal, right? It's just crazy. If you have all your meals spaced out and you're used to doing that, just take all that food and put it in 2 meals. You know, pretty easy. I have a question regarding food lists. I see almond flour but not almonds. Yes, there is a reason for that. Usually when they make almond flour, they take the skins off. There may be some brands that don't, but the skin on the almonds is the problem. Almonds are loaded with lectins. If you want to learn about lectins, go to Ask Me Anything number 2. What are lectins? Check that out. It's at like the 4-minute and 53 marker. I know that because I have to share that one all the time. Yeah, have your dad email too. What else we got? Yeah, literally, Gabrielle, that's a good question. Calories, if you do your macros correct, remember, I do all these calculations myself. If you do your macros correctly, your calories will work themselves out. At least within 20, 30 calories, right? Plus or minus 10%, whatever. Calories literally don't matter at all. Hit your macronutrients. If you hit macronutrients perfect, you'll see that your calories are almost spot on to the calories I gave you. Okay? What else we got? Is your part of the plan? Can be. Yeah. Sure. Most of the people are on it. If I have fit athletes that come to me that are doing something like CrossFit, they'll get on pre and post workout. If what you're really looking for is fat loss, I highly recommend the fat loss powder. Which I'm glad you said that because it's almost the end and I'm asking you to stay to the end. So if you're interested in this, stick around. Don't go anywhere. I'm not going to talk about it just yet. I'm going to look at a couple more questions. Jenny from the block, Kristen Schwartz. That's hilarious. All right, what else we got? Do you change how much you eat on days you train? No, I don't. Your macros will be adjusted for your level of training, and we'll talk about it because we talk one-on-one. So no, we don't adjust that. We could slightly if you want to, but this all depends on your goals. Again, I don't make blanket statements, right? I take every single person on a case-by-case basis. I do this all myself. If you tell me your goal is muscle gain, we're gonna have a different conversation than if you tell me your goal is fat loss. Okay, so we'll have to talk about that one-on-one. Is there a window to eat if you're doing intermittent fasting? Yes, absolutely. That's what intermittent fasting is. You eat all your calories in a shorter window. 5 or 6 hours, don't even attempt that, Kathy. Because I know you're new to the Clovis Academy, you're new to this whole thing, you're setting yourself up for failure. Don't even mess with intermittent fasting right now. Do not. Because you think it's gonna give you faster results, it's not, because you're gonna screw this up. You're not gonna hit your macros. You're gonna try to hit those macros within a 5-hour window. Is not gonna happen. I'm telling you. Anyone who jumps into this with 0 experience and goes right to intermittent fasting, they fail every time. What happens when you fail? Disappointment. I didn't do it right. Don't do that. Kathy, trust me, just hit your macros, okay? How long does detox last? It's different for everybody. Really, it doesn't, the longest I've ever seen is like a 10-day detox, and that's for someone who literally is, like I was dealing with a truck driver once who drank 13 Pepsis a day. I'm not kidding. 13 Pepsis a day. That was the worst detox I've ever seen. That was about 10 days. It depends on your carbohydrate intake. So again, it's who were you before you got to me? You're an individual. Your experience won't be like anyone else's. That's another thing that happens. I get these fit people in the Clovis Academy that email me and they're pissed because they're like, I want a transformation like Crystal had. I want a transformation like Micah had. I'm like, you weigh 116 pounds. How do you want to lose 52 pounds in 8 weeks? Everyone's different. Like, stop comparing yourselves. Academy people, stop comparing yourselves. Because you see a post in Academy and then you write to me directly. How come I don't look like them? You started at 116 pounds and you have 6-pack abs. What do you want me to tell you? You got a tiny bit of pinch over here and you're like, I want a transformation, right? It's different for everybody. Everybody is different, okay? What else we got? Anybody else? Oh, Here's Amanda. Amanda's always got a comment. All right, we don't have too many more questions rolling in, so we're going to probably wrap this up here in a minute. Yeah, it's 9:12, so we started a couple minutes late, so I went a couple minutes over. No big deal. All right, it's still open. Sometime explain this refeed thing. I'm starting to see. Stop. I already did it. Actually, I did one. Carb cycling. Yeah, I already did a AMA on refeeding. No. Especially not with dirty carbs. That's ridiculous. This cheat day carb refeeding bullshit, okay? Bullshit. I can teach you about refeeding for women if you're on a keto diet. Remember, you guys aren't keto. Everybody thinks this is keto. This is not keto. Keto is the most misunderstood term in all of nutrition. I know best-selling authors of keto books that don't know how keto works. I know them personally, okay? Think about that, right? What else we got? Yeah, join the academy, look around. I'm 55, am I too old? No, not at all. My AMA about fitness. You go to clovis.store/AMA, look at my AMA that's all about fitness. I want to say it was number 10, I'm not exactly sure, but my dad's in there. My dad's 59 years old, he deadlifts like 315 pounds. And his transformation, I've worked with him for about 3 years. And I mean, he's just ripped to shreds. He's got biceps bigger than mine. Like, my dad is a total badass. He's 59 years old. Never too late. High blood pressure in the first 30 days. Okay, we've addressed this, right? I always tell people this. People freak out. They feel a little bit weird. I'm like, oh, okay, I feel a little weird because you're detoxing off sugar. And then you go to Publix and test your blood pressure. Oh my God, my blood pressure is up by 2 points. I'm gonna die. And then tell Justin, like, does this thing cause high blood pressure? It's your body. Your body, we're undoing decades of damage. Okay? I had a conversation with somebody in the academy today that was asking about results. And I'm like, you've been doing this for a couple weeks. We're undoing decades and decades and decades of damage, okay? Everybody's body goes to different things. It's like when you have a fever. When your kid has a fever, what do? You get baby Tylenol that some doctor sold you on that cost you money, remember, fattening pockets, and you shove it in the kid's mouth. He's having a perfectly normal biological response to an issue, to a stressor. Fevers are perfectly normal. It's the body's way of fighting off a virus by itself, right? But what do? You interfere. You shove medicine in that kid's mouth to get the fever down. Now the kid's going to be sick for 3 days longer than he would have been if you just let the fever work itself out. Yes, I know some of you are going to say, my kid had 106 fever. He had to go to the emergency room. Yes, absolutely. Of course, there's different levels of things. What I'm saying is your body has biological responses to things, blood pressure being one of them. It's trying to sort things out. I bump you to 5 to 7 grams of sodium per day. That's a big deal. Without sodium, you're screwed. But the American Heart Association tells you that you need less than 1,400 milligrams a day of sodium because sodium raises blood pressure. We don't even know if high blood pressure is bad. We really don't. Really don't know. It's like cholesterol. Is high cholesterol bad? We don't know. Some people with low cholesterol have heart attacks. Some people with high cholesterol. People don't really know, okay? So that's the thing. Sodium is required. An electrolyte is a requirement. If you have less than 3 grams, 3,000 milligrams of sodium per day, you are in the highest risk bracket possible for cardiac disease. The highest risk bracket possible, under 3,000. The American Heart Association tells you to do less than half of that. What? Insanity, right? Crazy. Okay, what else you got? I know, I'm sorry, Crystal, I get super excited. Amanda, your 13-year-old does love salt shots. We gotta talk about this t-shirt thing, right? Oh, I love fevers. What up? Heather, my kind of girl. Awesome. Snuggles when there's a fever. Yeah, duh. Don't stick a pill in the kid's mouth. Kristen, you're awesome. Krista, some of us struggle with patience. I wasn't going to say anything. I'm glad you came in here. Thank you. I don't know what that hashtag means, Laura. Yeah, not comparing. Stop comparing. Please stop comparing. Oh, Justin-isms. That's awesome. Hey, look, there's my dad. Charles Nault. That's my dad. I'm 59, started at 56. Life-changing at any age. Dad is a savage. He's a giant rock star. Okay. How else we looking? We handle high blood pressure. Love it. Congrats. Congrats on your blue belt. Thank you, brother. I got a surprise 2-belt promotion on Monday. I'm now a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. So that's pretty awesome. I don't know if Jody's still around. He might still be in here. What up, Jody? He's awesome. What else we got? Love the products. Thank you. My 4-year-old asked for salt water. That's amazing. I have IBS. Can I consume your products? Yes. And any single gastrointestinal, GI issue, whatever, I've seen it all, dealt with it all, fixed it all. Hit me up. All right. I think that's it, guys. We're at 9 9:16 right now, Central Time. Might be different for you guys. So, that's slow down. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to slow down. I promise. Best way to drink BPP. Okay, no, this is different for everybody. I made a joke about this in the academy today because somebody was like, I bought PPP and put it in coffee and I hated it. And now I don't know what to do. I was like, who told you that you have to put it in coffee? I mean, the instructions in the back of the bag say, put it in water. It's designed to be in water by itself. It's delicious by itself. It's delicious by itself. Put it in 6 ounces of water, shake it up, drink it. That's what I recommend. The first time you ever try it with water by itself. Don't even put ice in it. Just cold water, mix it, shake it up. Then you know what it tastes like at least, right? See what it tastes like before you start experimenting. I put it in coffee every morning. That's how I do paleo powder. I love it in coffee. It's delicious. That's my favorite way to do it. But it doesn't mean it's the only way to do it. I prefer triple P. Yeah, dying at the coffee comment. Hey, Stephanie. She's funny. P3 or water, yes. So try it with water first and see what you think. All right, guys, I think we're gonna wrap this one up. This ring light thing makes me hot as shit. It's really hot up here. Yeah, I'm looking at notes. I think I touched on everything that I wanted to. Coffee is water, kinda. Coffee activates digestive enzymes, so it's technically not water. We talking science now? We gonna get into science? No. Okay, I should have tried water first. Yeah. All right, awesome. I think we wrap it up.
Yeah, so take your time.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys officially made it all the way to the end of technically AMA number 3, but really just a separate video of how to lose weight by eating more and exercising less. So I promised you something if you stuck around to the end. So I'm glad you did. Some of you know that we broke Facebook yesterday. If you're in the academy, we do all sorts of crazy shit that you don't see unless you're in the academy. The academy is a lot of fun. You get a sneak peek into my life, the life of my friends and my crew here at Clovis, the people that I love. So here's what we're gonna do. Thank you so much for sticking around. Desiree, time to break the internet. Let's break the internet. Okay, so what I really want to push towards here is this whole thing of how to lose weight by eating more and exercising less. We had a question about fat loss earlier. Is your fat loss powder required? No, it's not required, but I highly recommend it. And here's why. So I'm changing your body on a biochemical level. Jenny, you get some science. Congratulations. So we're going to talk about glucose and insulin, right? While you're sleeping, you're fasting. The word breakfast, right? Let's just do this one. Break, fast. You're fasting while you sleep. Nobody really thinks about this, but you are. You're fasting when you sleep. So the longer you sleep, the better. You're fasting. Fasting is great for you. Fasting is fantastic for you. You don't need to eat every few hours and speed up your metabolism. Oh my God, this speed up your metabolism thing. Okay? No speeding up your metabolism. We're going to talk about it like that. We're talking about biochemistry, how the human body works. Burning fat does not require you to speed up your metabolism. It requires you to change your metabolism. So break fast, breakfast. You wake up in the morning, you take food in, you break the fast. So the way that fat loss was designed, and it'll say this in the bag, it's designed as a replacement for breakfast. Now why? Because it's 120 calories, but it's an incredibly nutrient-dense 120 calories that has 15 grams of protein, beneficial healthy fats, and only 6 net carbs. Okay? So 6 net carbs is not enough to knock your body out of something called ketosis, which is fat burning mode. Now, if you're significantly overweight, you're probably not getting into fat burning mode. You probably have something called metabolic inflexibility, and that's what I can help you fix. But fasting is still great. It gets you closer to that. Lowers your blood sugar levels are going to be way lower in the morning. That's why they test fasting blood sugar, fasting insulin response when they do blood work and that kind of thing, right? So you can break the fast with paleo powder, but still get the vast majority of the benefits of fasting without the hunger associated with it. So people talk about intermittent fasting, which I don't want you to do that in the beginning. I just want you to hit your macros. So I'll give you macros, which paleo powder counts towards, but you take fat loss in the morning, mix it with your coffee, mix it with hot water, mix it with cold water, whatever you want to do. Take it in the morning. This will keep you full for a couple hours. Like Emily, who's in here, Emily always tells me how full it keeps her, which is amazing. Emily loves it. She takes it twice a day a lot of the time. So you do this in the morning, so you don't fully break your fast. You still get some of the benefits of fasting without having to actually fast. So you can still have energy, still feel pretty good, and have that kind of full feeling without just being starving and fasting just because you heard fasting was great because it's a freaking marketing term now, okay? Yeah, most people fast and don't even realize it. Mind blown, breakfast. Okay, so that's the thing. If you want fat loss, yes, I highly recommend it, especially if fat loss is your goal. So that's a big thing. Everybody's different. If your goal is fat loss, yeah, I think you should take the fat loss powder. Absolutely. So for most of you, if you're watching this, the title of the video is How to Lose Weight While Eating More and Exercising Less. You're probably pretty interested in fat loss. So my fat loss formula is for sale. Yes, I sell products. But I like to do things like this. So we have something special in the comments here. I want you to use the comment section right now for a very limited time only. I haven't decided how long I'm going to do this for. And if we break the internet, we break the internet like we did yesterday. So here's what we're going to do. All you have to do, pay close attention to this, because I want you to start your comment with this. No other text, no other nothing. If you want fat loss powder, these 30 serving bags of fat loss powder, tonight, for making it all the way to the end of this, I'm going to give you $30 off. So this product is usually $79.99. So I'm going to give this to you for basically a cool $50, $49.99, whatever. I'm going to give you $30 off fat loss so you can try this. So if you don't know me, if you don't know what Clovis is, grab it, try it. It's a money-back guarantee. Give it a shot. See if you like it. If you like it, reach out to me, or better yet, before it even gets delivered to your doorstep, come to me, and I'll teach you how to use it, and I'll set you up with this plan that we talked about today. Here's all you have to do. Comment in the comments, hashtag buy fat loss. All one word. That's all you have to do. BUYFATLOSS. If you are interested in fat loss, send here. I'd like to buy a bottle.
How much?
Buy fat loss. How much is it? 50? We're doing 50?
$49.99.
$49.99. Okay. Let's do it here. $49.99. Regular is $79.99. So if there's ever a time to do this, do it right now. Because as soon as we stop running this, it's going right back to this. And I'm not going to take it off of that. $79.99. That's it. Jason just did it. Hashtag buy fat loss. Josh, hashtag buy fat loss. Laura, buy fat loss. Fantastic. Okay? Dream of buying, digest, and rest. How about this? Krista, I'll get with you. I'll get with you separate, and we'll hook you up. Okay, yeah, we're gonna break the internet again. We're gonna do it. Okay, this is great. Thank you guys. Keep doing that. That's it. Hashtag buy fat loss. Now, what's gonna happen? I know some of you did this yesterday. Don't worry. This is me we're talking about. Okay. This is something new, clearly. I'm sure you've never seen anybody ask you to buy something through the comments before, but that's what we're doing. So keep doing hashtag buy fat loss. This happened to a lot of you today. Josh reached out, individual messages to people, and just said all we need is the flavor that you want, because there's cacao and there's vanilla, right? So you get to pick a flavor, pick your shipping address, where you want to send it. You want to buy one and ship it to your friend, just do that and then give us a different shipping address. So this is it right here. All you have to do, buy fat loss. You're going to get it for $49.99. That's $30 off. $30 saving, normal price $79.99 is the most expensive powder that I have in the whole line of Perfect Paleo Powder. So I'm gonna keep this video up, and I'm gonna let you guys keep commenting buy fat loss, and keep getting this discount. So I don't know how long I'm gonna keep it up for, but it'll be up for a while. And if I were you, I would jump on it, because you're gonna love it. If anybody in the comment section has fat loss, tell people how much they love it. Just tell them how delicious it is. Jenny, what did I just say? Calm down, you. I got you. I got you. The wizard got you. I promise, okay? Promise. Look you in the eyes. I promise. Chill. You got this. Everybody, buy fat loss. Payment went through, reading the message, blah, 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 blah. Yes, it worked. Don't worry. Anybody who commented on anything, it worked. I promise you, it will work. Comment with the hashtag so you can get the deal too. Emily Smith, yes, awesome. Kathy, great decision. Kathy, I'm super pumped about you. She's been super, super active. She's brand new to the academy. She's been super, super active. This is awesome. Yep, Rachel really loves her fat loss. This is the best. I have some, love it in my coffee. Me too. I love, that's personally what I do. I don't even need to lose fat really, and I use fat loss every single morning in my coffee just because the fat loss cacao is like my favorite for some reason. I really like post-workout too. Yeah, this is a pretty crazy discount. You're not gonna see this anywhere else. This is just something that we decided to do. Everybody in the academy was asking me about their family and friends. So tag your family and friends right now. If you say, hey, this powder, or if someone's been to your house and tried it and said, I want to get some of this, tag them. Tag your sister, tag your mom, your brother, your cousin, whoever. Tag, 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 and tell them what to hashtag, right? Let them see this, hashtag buy fat loss. I love eating a ton for dinner and then use this for breakfast. Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. Post-workout is bomb too. I had some post-workout before we started this. That's part of my ampness. I had post-workout and a cold brew before I got here because I was super pumped about this video, and then I got in your face. Always in your face. I'm sorry I'm so in your face. I can't help it. It's just me, okay? Who else? Emily Smith. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so you're gonna see a lot of this message popping up from Clovis Culture that's telling you that this worked. Keep going. This is awesome. Can't wait to put in my coffee tomorrow. Yes, Erica. Awesome. Laura loves the fat loss powder, and Laura loves kettlebells. So me and Laura are basically spirit animals. All right, what else we got? Jessica Smith, I love vanilla. Yes. What if I didn't get a message? You will get one later. You will absolutely get one later. Promise. You're all gonna get your stuff, I promise. So for those of you that aren't in the academy, you don't know what happened yesterday, so you're a little confused about this, the newcomers coming in, but don't worry, we're working this out. Justin is my spirit animal. Laura's my spirit animal. We should get together and swing kettlebells, because that's what normal people do. Buy fat loss for life. What up, Brett? Oh shit, dude, I'm gonna do a video for Brett and Who's Your Buddy. I almost forgot about that. Brett's got an awesome charity he does called Who's Your Buddy. If you got a link or something, Brett, throw a link up there. Let people see that. It's still up, Amanda. It's still up. Josh, you see that one comment from Kathy?
Yeah, we're fixing it.
Cool. We're always working behind the scenes. Always. Coming to Nashville in the
Just
summer.
tell them we're going to send them all messages, so
Yeah.
if it's not working right now, it'll work.
Yeah, so don't worry right now if the autoresponder isn't happening. Facebook doesn't like what we do, let's just be honest, okay? So if the autoresponder is not happening right now, don't worry. We're probably not going to bed tonight. We got this. Clovis, behind the scenes. I let you guys a little bit behind the scenes. You can check out Instagram stories and all that and see how we do this. We got an awesome team. Everybody on my team loves you and cares about you exactly as much as I do. I promise you.
They want to know if you like cacao or vanilla more.
I like cacao better. That's me personally. I like cacao better. And I like cacao better in coffee. Chelsea's over here saying that vanilla is her absolute favorite. She likes vanilla better. So that's only because she's super weird. But I like cacao better. No sleep till I get my powder. Deal, Kathy, I'm on it. Don't worry. Yeah, my favorite powder is cacao. The biggest drinker of fat loss I know is Emily. If Emily's still in here. Emily, tell people what you like. She has it multiple times a day. I love this group and you peeps. Sean, we love you. You're one of the most active people in there. You're awesome. Remember your transformation. Sean's son is a badass. I love that dude. I want to meet him. Remember, we want to see transformations. Everybody wants to see that.
Just tell them because of the way Facebook changed that thing, that we'll send them all a private message with a link if their link's not working for some reason.
Okay.
But when we send it to them, just make sure that they'll get it from us, from Clovis Culture.
Okay, so guys, what's happening right now is if you haven't gotten a link automatically from putting your buy fat loss hashtag comment,
or if you did and it doesn't work.
Yeah, or if you did and the link doesn't work. So if the link's not working or you didn't get a link yet, we will send you a new one. Don't worry. We will make it work. We will send you a new one. You will get your powder. You will get your discount. I promise you. But once we send you the link, even if we send you the link tomorrow morning because something goes completely awry, which shouldn't be the case, but if it did, when you get your link, remember that you have to fill it out. You have to enter your card information, confirm the amount, hit the accept button, confirm payment. You definitely want to do that if you want to get this discount. And then once that is done, we're going to ask you for the flavor and the shipping address. So what's happening is this crazy Facebook gets crazy because they've had a lot of bad press lately because they've handled some things very poorly. So they start changing things. So we have tech that's been built out and it's built on the Facebook platform, and then Facebook starts changing shit and it gets crazy, okay? So don't worry, I promise you're gonna get this. If we send Clovis Culture a message, is that better? No, that is not better. I could explain all that, but it's on the back end No, just the comments are best. We can track all this, don't worry. Who'sYourBuddy.org, check that out. Brett, who'sYourBuddy.org, everybody click on that. Yeah, Jessica, we just talked about it, don't worry. I know Jessica, you can just text me. We're good, don't worry about it. No worries, I'll take care of you, I promise. Who'sYourBuddy.org, go there. Brett, tell them a little bit about it. I know that you're raising money for, I think pediatric cancer, right? Pretty sure he's doing it for pediatric cancer. So Brett's total badass. Brett's gonna be an awesome transformation story because he's been killing it. We've been talking about his macros and what he needs to do. It's been great, great, great. All right, so again, you can still do this. I don't know how long I'm gonna leave it up for. Man, we've been at this a while now. What is it, 9:30? All right, cool. Cacao is Amanda's favorite, awesome. Everybody who did this, thank you so, so much for helping us figure this out, for helping us use this tech. It's really exciting. You guys are awesome. Thank you for sticking with me I can't believe we still have so many live viewers. We have a boatload of comments. This has been awesome. I hope that we inspired some people to make some changes. Remember, I don't care about your body fat. I don't care about your bikini. I care about you here and here. Here and here. That's what the Academy is all about. That's what Clovis is all about. That's what it's always going to be all about. Here and here. Thank you guys so much. You're awesome. I appreciate it. My name is Justin. We will see you next week.